All right, y'all. So let me do another part and let's see where we at as far as my satisfaction after this part. Well, I need to talk about this a little more. And that's how Christian, man. I said church going Christian, man, but it's Hebrew Israelite. It's other God-fearing men as well that end up feeling forced into relationships because they think they're jeopardizing their righteousness due to their desire for sex. First of all, who's the messenger? Because a lot of these dudes, they telling you that, but they could get sex anytime they want. They not even in the same boat as you or I. See, let me tell you, I ain't gonna tell y'all, I'm not gonna throw her under the bus. I'm just gonna say what I said to her. And I'm gonna tell you I would say that stuff been going on off and on, conflicts. But this came to this point not because I was practicing polygyny, but because I simply stated what I believe about it, and what the Bible teaches about it. And I was told some things that no woman ever said to me before. Remember, this is how you know it's God. When you increasing, the Most High got something to do with it. In terms of spiritually, you're supposed to decrease so he can increase. But we're not talking about spiritual. We're talking about our earthly life. In our earthly life, we're supposed to increase. So this means this. The woman you marry, you're supposed to be having more sex with her than you was with them other women. See, this is what people don't understand about marriage. You ain't supposed to be declining. When you declining, that means that the devil done took over somewhere. So let me get this straight. You want him to be with just you, but you don't ever want to have sex. So what you really saying is that you a goddess. Because to be with you, he had to be willing to go without sex. That's what these women is doing. Man, we got to divorce them, man. Ain't no, man, listen. That's going to affect your spiritual life. Eventually you going to start thinking in the flesh when you look at this chick that you got to do all this stuff for, but she can't even do what you want. Or she won't do it, or she don't want to do it. And then, the reason why I say Christian church going, man, because these wives, you got to realize when the devil get in your ear, you going to become practically a con artist, a spiritual con artist. You going to be conning people spiritual. Well, you ain't supposed to be thinking this. Well, you ain't supposed to be doing this. I deal with con men. I know how they think, and I can equate it. The Most High blessed me to be able to equate that criminality, that criminal mindset to the spirit. People be literally spiritual criminals. They be thinking like criminals. They be manipulating like criminals. In relationships, in marriage. Nobody got to stay with you. You got an obligation. If you ain't fulfilling your obligation, the Bible permits divorce. We give these women, notice I said we, not me no more. Not me no more, because I know the truth. We give them advantages and power that the Most High never even gave them. And that's why you see all these guys in the manosphere, when YouTube allows, getting rich. Because all these guys know the truth when they hear it, and the truth soothes the soul. Think of how many guys' lives is better now. The only way your life ain't gonna be better if you get rid of a non-sexual, confrontational woman is if your ego is getting in the way when she get with somebody else. Your ego is getting in the way, wondering what she's doing. Like how Tom Brady, his ego got in the way. And he couldn't handle somebody else. Look, man, we just made a video about that. How sometimes they just want to be good to somebody else. They never going to be good to you. You stay with them, it's going to get worse. Eventually, she's going to attack you physically, and you going to be in jail. Or she going to be in jail. The dudes that ain't going for it, they going to be in jail. The dudes that go for it, some of them going to call the police, she going to be in jail. Some of y'all neighbors going to call the police. Y'all putting y'all neighbors in y'all stuff. Man, just leave. Get your money up. You say, I ain't got no money. Or I ain't got enough money. It's understandable. Trust me. But don't let these women or these preachers, his wife is a nymphomaniac. His nuts empty. Some of them. But then they come to church trying to keep yours full with their little sermons. So those of you, I stand in the gap for you. Some of y'all need the jag. And I'm going to tell you why. This sounds crazy. This is controversial, but I'm going to tell you why. Because it's going to keep you from giving her power. If she don't want to do her job sexually, you divorce her. If you ain't ready to do it, you don't want to leave your kids, jag. Or get you a woman on the side. Yes, sir, I'm telling you that. But don't mess with her until you give her that concubine title. Don't let these women have you without sex. We supposed to be having sex. You can get prostate cancer, all type of stuff. You ain't putting your stuff in none. Here's what happens. You might have issues with urination or anything. Because you ain't going through nothing. It's something about sex that keeps the inside of the penis clear. Dudes that ain't getting none, and a lot of y'all tell me I'm wrong. Your pee stream ain't even the same. And we ain't gonna get into that. We ain't gonna get into that aspect of it. But if I'm right, I'm right. Tell me I'm right in the comments. Since your wife been playing sex games, the only time your pee stream is probably strong is in the morning. If you over 40. You need that penis massage from that some things only the inside of a woman can provide. I'm just saying, man. Just saying. So, but a lot of times, these games are strongly played and most likely played amongst church folks. I knew an example of a guy some years back. Boy, I wish I knew the whole story, but I put two and two together. She was probably getting mad at him for wanting sex. half having sex or not having sex. So he went out and cheated. And his whole family, they sanctimonious, trying to act like they was better than him spiritually. But I know they wasn't. And I'm going to tell you how I know they wasn't. Because the vibe I was getting from him was just such a loving vibe. Way better than, way stronger than them. Than his brothers. His brothers used to give off a vibe like they thought they was more righteous than people. He didn't give off that vibe. But they trying to make him feel inferior because he stepped out on his wife. They don't even know what she was over there doing. Me personally, knowing her from in there, she wasn't the most friendly. Wasn't the most kosher among the women at that church. Seems slightly quick-tempered. Yeah. Yeah. Nice looking woman. Decent shape. But I used to look in, like, around her, something just wasn't. So I'm like, when they giving testimonies and talking about this stuff, and like a couple times I'll be like just will see his reaction. Like, man, why is they bothering this dude? This dude is cool. He probably don't even deal with them no more. If I saw him right now, I bet you I would be shocked. Me personally. This is why the church divorce rate is so high. Because people don't be knowing about that fighting behind closed doors. Calling each other demons, telling each other they not saved over natural stuff sometimes. Because I went from getting all type of sex to one person and that desire still there. So you condemn people for not suppressing that desire. I mean, think about it now. Let me just hold on. Just trying to think about it now. You condemning people for not suppressing a natural desire. Because some dudes, it's hard for them to go from sex anytime they wanted with whoever they wanted to just one person. Even if that person is good to them, even that person, it's just not an easy thing. But when you ask this person to go from having sex 4-5 times a week down to one or none, you asking for trouble. But this is what they deal with. Them preachers being there brainwashing people, got them thinking and believing all type of stuff that just ain't true and just ain't righteous and it's not natural. So what happens? So like I told y'all, do not try to pray your sexual desire away. If she won't give you none, you got to divorce her. Who cares what your church think? There's other churches. You can go to another church or you can have church at home. You don't have to be over there. You say, but those my friends. Listen. You think they your friends. Those is probably her friends. Because if you ain't getting none, right? And you go out there and you say, man, I'm about to get me some. All them people who don't understand gonna turn against you. The Most High ain't. I'm letting you know that. The Most High ain't gonna turn against you. The Most High gonna have a problem if you go out there and you do it with another man's wife. Or you don't do it the right way. You just go out there just being a whoremonger. You know, just. But he wouldn't even, if you bought you a piece, the Most High ain't gonna be mad at you over that. I would encourage you not to do it that way. But it's when this is when it becomes a problem. I'm finna show you. It becomes a problem when you decline spiritual. When you go do that instead of putting in the work and the vetting and this and that to try to find you a concubine and possibly a wife, possibly. That's going to be difficult unless you just want to inconvenience yourself. The reality is this. If you trying to over-spiritualize sex, you're going to come up short. You're going to come up short. It is whoremongering when you buy it, but I'll let you know this. Ain't no way I'm going another 3 years without getting up inside something. So if I went 3 years, I'm finna show you. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, 100%. Y'all know how I do. I'm the truth, man. I ain't worried about you. You can't condemn me to hell. Fake religious people. You can't condemn me to hell. You don't even know how to get along with people. How you gonna condemn me to hell? It's a difference between people not knowing how to get along with you and you not knowing how to get along with others. But these people is trying to condemn you. I'm not going no 3 years. If I go another 3 years, I'm buying some of it. 1, maybe 2 times. Then I'll go back to what I was doing. But there's no way in hell I'm not getting in something. If I can't find something to my liking, come on, man. I ain't trying to hear that. Now, I'm not going to be one of them ones to try to bash God himself, calling him Sky Daddy and just being disrespectful. But at the same time, them needs going to get met. Them wants going to get met. That's just me. You can say what you want about me. Ain't no woman gonna ever have that kind of control where I ain't getting none. Man, please. And don't even come to my church if you believe that. I'm gonna let you know up front. When I start this church again, don't come to my church thinking I'm finna be this guy, this little monk that don't ever get none. I ain't for you. Go get one of your fake dudes that's probably Fruity Pebbles or probably Goldie in a secret life. Y'all be tripping, man. Anyway, I think I covered that enough. What you think? If you want more, I'll give you more. Put in the comments. We need another part. If I don't hear from none of y'all in the comments, at least 2 or 3 of y'all that want another part, then I'm going to just conclude this. But anyway, thanks for watching.